Hello and welcome to Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, episode 24. Okay, let's review. We have heavy plasma research in 2 days. 4 satellites will be completed in 15 days. Shortly after, our satellite Nexus will be complete, just in time to launch those satellites before the council report, which is almost 3 weeks away. However, we have... Oops, that's not what I wanted to see. And mission control. We have a UFO crash site to investigate. At the end of last episode, we just barely shot down a large UFO. So this is a crash, so there will be damage to the ship. But because it's large, we're probably going to see quite a bit of resistance here. So I'm going to clear all of our units, and then we can decide who we want to take out. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We have a promotion that we didn't do last time. Oh, this is the soldier we received as reward for the previous mission. So let's see here. Major Yoshida. She's a heavy from Japan. She's a major, excellent. Okay, so your only choice is rocket at squaddy level, and let's see here, corporal. Bullet swarm. Standard shots with the primary weapon no longer end the turn if taken as a first action, or hollow targeting. Shooting at or suppressing enemies also confers a +10 aim to allies' attacks on those enemies. Both of these are pretty useful. Which one do I prefer? Like, basically, if you already got yourself in a good position, you've got a good line of sight on enemies, you can shoot twice, which is pretty useful. And whereas this one is sort of helpful if you miss. It's sort of like if you're in a bad situation, you don't have a good shot at an enemy, you take a shot at them, and even if you miss, everyone else gets a benefit to their aim. So this is kind of a bit more tactical. Which one do I want to go with? I know I've used both of these, because I think one heavy... I don't know who has, because we have 2 other fairly high-ranked heavies. One of them has bullet swarm and one of them has hollow targeting. I'm going to go with bullet swarm just because I think it's the safer bet. Shredder rocket or suppression. Okay, so shredder rocket is an extra rocket, and it does a little. I think it might do a little bit less initial damage, but a subsequent attacks on something that has been shredded, they take more damage. So this is pretty useful. I like it a lot. I'm going to go with that. Heat ammo. This is really important against some mechanical enemies like the cyber discs. And what's the alternative? Rapid reaction. Confers a second reaction shot if on Overwatch and the first reaction shot is a hit. I like this, but you know what? Because cyber discs and there's some other mechanical enemies we haven't even seen yet that are pretty tough, I think heat ammo is the way to go. Grenadier allows 2 grenades in an inventory slot. And +1 damage. And what's the alternative here? Danger Zone. Increases the area of effect of, on suppression in all rocket attacks by 2 tiles. Oh yeah. I think I often go for Danger Zone, and you can, with an increased area of effect, you can actually hit a lot. There is sometimes a drawback to that, and that is sometimes the area effect is too big, and it's hard to center the explosion on enemies without hitting any of your allies. Alright, I'm just going to go with that Grenadier. Because we have alien grenades at this point, so those are pretty cool. Will to survive reduces all normal damage taken by 2 if in cover and not flanked. That is awesome. Okay. Her stats are not awesome, though. Okay. Well, we may in fact take her, but let's see here. This is probably going to be a fairly tough mission, so I want to make sure I've got at least a few veteran soldiers here. Yeah, so that's our top assault, support, sniper, and heavy. Now, do we want to take some lower ranked soldiers? I think I'm I'm sort of thinking maybe taking some like very low rank soldiers just to get them some experience. Where was I looking here? Sorry, this jumps around so much with the wheel and mouse. Okay. Another sniper and another... I mean, snipers aren't necessarily the best for these, actually, now that I think about it. But also I'm thinking heavies aren't the best either, because you don't want to destroy any of the equipment that you're trying to recover. So, yeah, let's do it. Wait, hold on a second here. I just had a thought. What do we need to level up? So we've got colonels, one of each. Then we have a very high ranked sniper, heavy, support, another heavy. So yeah, heavies are not the ones that we need to be leveling up right now. We don't have assaults. Yeah, so we definitely want to get some assaults leveled up here, I think. That's what we should be doing, especially on attacking a down ship. Assaults generally have a good skill set for that. Yeah, and we should be trying to rank and get her upgraded because she has some like mods, like what do you call them, the gene modifications. Okay, oops, not launch mission. Make items available. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I haven't played this game in about 2 weeks, so I'm all click stupid. Okay, edit unit is what I want to do. Okay, loadout. Carapace armor, light plasma rifle. Don't have an alternative here, and gave her the scope because her aim isn't the best. Now we could consider an arc thrower because sooner or later we're going to start seeing enemies that have like useful weaponry we might want to capture. So I'll consider that. Right now I'll leave the scope on her. And Solovyova, she definitely needs better loadout. Carapace, light plasma, nothing to do there. And her aim is pretty terrible. And her will is low too. Ugh. You know, maybe I should give her the arc thrower. She might be better running up to enemies and trying to zap them rather than even shoot at them with that aim. I mean, yeah, okay, we'll do that. Now, I'm sort of reminded of the, was it the gangplank, the one where we assaulted the base? We had a low-ranking soldier that we gave an arc thrower to, and she got killed really early, so we're going to try to be more cautious with her, try to keep her alive. As for the loadout of the other soldiers, this looks fine. I think we're good to go.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
All right, let's go.
France is sending an urgent mission request. Our target went down in a remote area, but we have to secure the site before the aliens recover any survivors.
Okay, so locate the crashed UFO, sweep the area for surviving crew and neutralize them. Locate and secure meld canisters. Avoid additional damage to the craft if possible. Some components may be recoverable. Yeah, so for me the key point here is this sweep the area for surviving crew, because you have often enemies all over the place on the map.
Loud and clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
So, in that little animated scene, I'm reminded that our heavies and snipers still have conventional weapons, and we need to upgrade those ASAP. Now, I believe we've completed research of plasma sniper rifles. Now I'm thinking about it, I hope I didn't actually build one and forget to equip it, because that would be awful. We have not completed research on heavy plasma weaponry yet, but we will have completed that research soon, so we'll be able to build these weapons, but they tend to be quite expensive, so I don't know if we'll be able to afford to build any before the end of the month when we will get our next inflow of cash. Okay, let's have a look here. Look at this thing. It is big. Look at that thing. Is that a cliff? Alright, well, we kind of know that's got to be a border of the map then. How far does it go back this way? Not too far. Do they actually have the... I'm just wondering... I wonder if like sort of the natural edge is out there, because I don't see like the red line fence. Okay. How do we want to approach this? Now, one thing, we can go straight for this entry point here. I think that's still solid wall. It's just revealing it when I hover over it. But there may be an access point over here. And there's very likely one over here. Now, my thinking is there's often a group of enemies outside. So it might be better to sweep around this way and then move up through here and then enter like this. And that way we'll be sure that we're not going to get flanked. If we ran straight up to the ship here and then some enemies, like some mutons, came around that way, we might find ourselves in a bit of difficulty. So let's have a look and see who's over here, if anyone, first.
I'm on it, Commander. Okay.
And of course, we will be cautious. We would like to find and recover Meld when we can, but she can't get really anywhere good. Neither can Jane.
On task.
Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. The point I was going to make is that he can probably just perch himself up here.
Moving out.
That I'm not going to make collecting Meld a higher priority than keeping my soldiers safe. For one, we'll probably get some Meld as a reward for capturing this downed craft, so
I'm all over it.
I'm not going to worry too much about canisters on the map. Now, if we see them, we'll try to get them, of course, but I'm not going to rush. No, I'm not going to rush. How come I can't click on this soldier? There we go. Okay.
Я пошла.
I'm not going to rush the assault in order to make that happen. Alright, everyone on Overwatch. Okay. Now, I think that I heard mutons. That kind of tends to be a muton sound.
On my way.
I think, anyway. Alright, so if there was anyone over here, we would have revealed them. I mean, they could be kind of over in this area, but if they were here, we would have seen them by now. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll just have to
Aye, aye, Commander.
essentially replicate the pattern on this new log relative to the one we just
Moving
came
to
from.
position.
I'll move him up a bit
I'm on
further.
it,
There's
Commander.
actually some partial cover there. And yeah, I don't want to
Спешу.
sprint her into unrevealed territory.
I don't think we are alone out here.
No reaction shots.
Вижу группу противника.
Oh, there we go.
I was not successful. Missed the target.
All right.
In hell.
At least you got one hit. Okay. So there's one of the Meld. It's on the roof too, but there's a ladder going up there, so we may have a chance at it. What is that? That's some funky looking damage on the roof there. Now, this guy, he's got a squad site option, so let's see what we got here. Was there another drone? I actually don't remember. Usually these guys have pairs of drones. In any case, let's try to hit this guy as hard as we can. Disabling shot is tempting, but he does have more than one weapon, so it's not like if we succeeded with that, he wouldn't be able to do any attack. Nice. Okay. Double tap. Oh, nice. 98 this time. So why is that? Executioner. I think that one is if an enemy is at less than half health, you get an aim bonus. So that's part of it, but it was 78 before. You know what, I think when the Cyberdisc changes form, some of its stats change. So it probably has, there probably was an additional, like maybe its enemy defense was 20 when it was in its sort of expanded form, and now it's only at minus 10 in its collapsed form. So we got a plus 10 from this, and probably 10 less penalty. In any case, we're almost certain to hit, so that's good. Now, if that had been a plasma sniper rifle... yeah. Okay. So, you know what? If she could finish this guy off, that would be awesome. Oh, but her aim is so terrible. Still, I think it's worth... Oh, no. I did it. No, don't... I'm so dumb sometimes. Just because I hit him doesn't... Well, actually, that's an interesting point, because often with enemies, when you shoot them, they lose their overwatch. But apparently that's not the case with Cyberdisc. Okay, so I take it back. I'm not stupid, I just don't know the rules. Because with most enemies, if you shoot them, they lose their overwatch ability. Yeah, I think if she... I don't think she's getting... Like, she's not far enough to be getting an aim penalty from distance, so getting closer is not going to help her. Okay, well, if she hits, she's probably going to take this guy out. But it's basically a coin flip, so... Oh, and there's that other drone, too. Yes!
Теперь не рыпнешься.
Alright, that's a pretty good first kill. Now, his aim is not so great, so I'm thinking one of our soldiers needs to come up here and shoot at that drone. But, and wait, who's the other soldier that's lower ranked? Yeah, it's her. She should come here and shoot at the drone. So, ideally, we want to get kills with these junior officers. 258s. Or 173. If the chances were 50-50, the odds of at least one of them hitting would be 75%, and this is a bit better than 50-50, so her chance is better with rapid fire.
Landed him.
Alright, well, I think we should still continue to investigate.
Moving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, so I'm not seeing anyone new.
Good to go.
I'm making the assumption that there are no enemies kind of flagged that could flank him here, just because I think we'd be able to see them. Whereas enemies coming from this direction is more likely, so high cover there is probably the best spot for him. And who has yet to move? Yeah, he had some reaction shots, but he hasn't taken a regular shot yet. I think I still like the idea of entering from this side, although, having said that, we know there's some meld there, which might be kind of tempting to go for. Because if we commit to going in this way, we're not going to be grabbing that meld. That's a dilemma. I do think ultimately entering from the side is the safer bet, and I think I have to make that the priority.
Understood. Moving out.
So I chose to take him to cover rather than move to a place where he didn't have full cover, just so he could do a reaction shot. Kind of weird. Did I? Maybe I did move with him. Oh, I did, because he had double tap and everything. Okay.
On the move.
Okay, so now we've got a pretty good view of the map. Now, how much further does it go this way? So in theory, there could be guys over here, so we need to kind of keep that in mind as we're entering. I mean, if we wanted to, we could kind of send someone over to this corner of the ship and kind of peek around, which we might do. Now, ideally, she would be running to full cover so she can keep her, what do you call it, the mimetic skin benefit. So I think this would do it here.
Double time.
Could this be the ship responsible for the attacks taking place during the alien abductions?
Could be. Alright. Zhang, that's the best cover you can get to
go.
and still be able to do a reaction shot. Now these guys, I think I want to sprint them over here. Just to get them
Roger, Dodger.
in the game.
That's what we're looking for.
Oh, there's only one turn. You know what? I'm glad we didn't go for that medal, because if we had, we probably wouldn't have been able to get to it. Yeah, because it's going to be done after this turn.
Я мигом.
Even if we'd gone straight for it, I don't know if we would have been able to get it after contending with that cyber disk. Here's my thinking. From here, can he see this doorway? Because ideally I want to get him to a spot where he can actually just have damn good ground. Because that would be maybe the deciding vote on whether he should stay higher, but at a worse angle he does have it. And he also has this, so yeah, he really likes to be at a higher height, so
Double time.
put him there. And just take a couple of punches.
What the hell was that? Eyes on multiple targets.
Bad guys, that's what it is.
That is not good.
Alright, well, check out one of them, that's good.
Watch the flank. Смотрим по сторонам.
Oh yeah, I forgot, we should be trying to get these rookies some kills. She's flanked. I don't think there's any way she could actually zap that guy, is there? Like, he has to be on the ground. I don't think she can zap him in the sky. She could go over here. I don't think any of those guys are
Moving to
Overwatch.
position.
Now, what does she have a shot at? Can't even see which one that's highlighting. Maybe come up here. That one. Oh, that's interesting. So the other guy must have some sort of cover. But you know what? She can run a gun up here and take this guy out for sure. So I don't think we need to, oops. I don't think we need to worry about him surviving and causing us any grief. Now she won't be able to zap him, and I guess it's this wall here. So I don't know if this would be close enough to flank him. Let's look at-
Выхожу.
60%. I guess he does have high cover. I always thought that if you were kind of like in this line, you could kind of reach around and flank the enemy. However, I may be mistaken about that. Okay, first things first. Let's give her this. I'm assuming this is going to be a kill. There's a 2% chance that it won't, and I've had that happen, but let's see.
Got him.
And she can take a shot at this guy, and we'll see. Now, she could run and gun, but I'm just wondering, like... First of all, I don't know if I want to run and gun her up here, because then she's vulnerable to anything over here, and she can't do anything about it because she won't be able to move. Now, if she ran over here, would she potentially not be able to see him anymore? Like, is there anywhere she's safe she can run and gun to? Yeah, I'm just gonna take the regular shot just because I don't know for sure. If, like, I mean, if she... Oh, wait, if that guy can see... Oh, okay, you know what? That guy can see her there. That means she can see him there. Right? That makes sense. Ah! Alright, okay. That worked out. So we're getting some kills with our rookies, which is what we want. And she might want to go here and have a look-see up there and keep her mimetic skin bonus. Alright, I didn't really get a chance to see anything because the camera came back so quickly. So I guess we know that there's no enemies right here, but we don't know about these two sides. So she's gone. Oh yeah. Gao is way out of position. Let's bring him up as close as we can.
On the move.
Zhang, I'm gonna bring you to here so at least you can get an overwatch shot if someone else comes through one of those doors. And Edwards, maybe over here so you can kind of get a good shot at if anyone comes out of any of these three
Orders confirmed.
doors.
On the move.
Our lone overwatch. Sounds like mutons. I think we're due for a round of reloads. Oh, she's got the heavy plasma too. Where do I want her to go?
Okay.
Here. And then, you know, maybe well, I don't know if I want her to go on Overwatch, because if someone came through this door and she shot at it, that would reveal her. So, you know what? We'll just do a reload with her
Let's
too.
rock.
And you can stay there and reload.
За дело!
Edwards, yeah, you definitely need a reload.
Reloaded.
Gao. How about you come up here behind full
Moving
cover? And you know what? You're not doing too badly. I'll put you on Overwatch. Yeah, she should reload too. Bring her
Headed there
here.
now.
I mean, she has, I get take 2 shots. That's not
Locked
so
and
bad.
loaded.
But I've kind of committed to doing a lot of reloads this round, so let's get everyone
Reloading my weapon.
topped up.
Кажется, мы здесь не одни.
Okay. Let's open this door. Interesting.
I don't think we're alone out here.
So, we're getting noises coming from this direction. Now my question is, are they outside the ship or are they inside the ship? Because we can see a lot of this and we don't see anyone yet. She could run up here and have a look, and then she might just have to like turn around and run away again. Is there anywhere else we can get a good vantage point? See, I'm thinking like, if she runs up here, she loses her mimetic skin. So then I wouldn't want her to be kind of sitting out in a vulnerable position. Who else is in a good spot to even have a look? I think she's got to do this just to do some recon.
Ясно. Вражеские войска.
Yeah, mutons. Okay, she very likely is not going to stay there. I don't think anyone else can see. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe we should like take a chance on this guy. Nice. And he gets double tap. That's why I love it. Now, his chance to hit doesn't go up any, but hey, there's a chance we could tag this guy. Get him down to about half health. Well, better than nothing, right? Okay. If he comes here, I'm wondering if he can see.
On the move.
He can. Is that the same guy at the back? Alright, maybe we'll be able to take him out. Oh, that was lucky. So that was 258s that connected. I'm pleased about that.
Heading there
Bring her
now.
here. No, she can't see anyone. There's one muton. Oh yeah, he's like way over here. She needs to get out of there. I guess down here is as good a place. Oh, she's up. Can also reach over here. Yeah, I don't like her being on this side of this wall. I think this is where she needs to be.
Выполняю.
I mean, she could take a shot of that muton, but there's a very low probability of her finishing him off, and then she would be vulnerable to his next attack. Now, Gao. I'm just wondering, like, where's he going to be in a good position to take a shot next round? Is that better? Where are you going to go? So if she's here, for example, it's very unlikely that she'll be able to see anyone from here, but she would be able to run in on the next turn. That's kind of the idea for her. Gao, on the other hand, he can't even get to the wall. Doesn't have a running gun. I think just sitting here on Overwatch is probably the best move for him. And as I said, she can come up here. Or maybe here, though, like... No, that's only half cover.
I'm on the move.
And Overwatch for her, just in case someone comes out of nowhere and surprises us. And I'll put her on Overwatch as well. I think losing the medic skin is worth the opportunity to shoot at someone who comes in view. Okay. So that Muton did not come closer. So she could come here and keep the mimetic skin and probably get a pretty good view of anything over there.
Moving.
Ah. So, I'm assuming that if that Muton was anywhere near this doorway, she would be able to see him. So that means he may have come outside and is coming this way, trying to flank us. Probably. The problem with the computer AI is if you overthink it too much, it might not do you any good, because I'm not sure if the enemies actually go to any effort to flank. But if I were the enemy, that's what I would be doing right now. So maybe I'll bring her over here.
Выхожу.
That way she can have a look around this corner. You know what? Zhang, you can back her up over here.
Going.
So that gives us two soldiers that can kind of take care of him if he comes around this corner. The others can actually sort of move in a little bit. Maybe I should have done this first. I just feel like if she comes up against this wall, she might not be able to see anything.
Heading out.
Alright, so we put all these guys on Overwatch. And if that Muton shows himself, presumably, well, Not that they're guaranteed to take him out, but they'd have a chance at it anyway. And then these three are covering this side.
What's making that noise?
It's probably a muton. Okay. Now what would be ideal? As he comes around the corner, these two soften him up, and then she can like zap him and capture his weapon. And I don't know if I want to commit to these guys. Getting too far away from the rest of the group. So the reason I brought them in here in the first place is just because I wasn't sure where that muton was, and if he came over this way, I didn't want my whole group committed to coming over here. Yeah, I think that's probably the best angle he might get. Oh, well, there's full cover there. That's a little bit better. Now, I guess I should bring these guys back. If I'm committed to
Let's do this.
dealing with an alien over here, none of these guys are doing me any good inside the ship. I mean, we'll come back, obviously. And go.
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't think we need more than 5 soldiers to take care of that muton, so I might keep her in here just to be able to do a bit more recon.
Hauling ass.
Okay, now if everyone else misses, we might have a capture opportunity.
Они сваливают!
Oh no! Oh,
Попал!
yeah, that sucked. Okay. I think he's only got a light plasma rifle, but having an extra still wouldn't be too bad. What I'd really like is someone to tag that guy with that pistol.
Ready to engage.
Oh, I reloaded. I hit the little X, hoping that would change weapons, and it didn't work, so I'm like, oh, maybe I have to click on the weapon. Derp, okay. He doesn't have a pistol. Is she in zap range? No. Well, I'm pretty sure she can flank him and kill him if she needs to.
Affirmative.
Oh, I guess the hotkey is X, but... Alright, I think we should need to go in for the zap now. Another pistol shot would probably kill him. I don't think that's in range.
Ясно?
80%.
Спокойной ночи. Никуда теперь не денется.
Alright, we got ourselves another light plasma rifle. Was it worth all that effort? Maybe. Alright, let's just get everyone back over here, because we're going to have to breach the ship now. Well, continue our breach of the ship. Now, do we want everyone to come in through here? We haven't really investigated over here yet.
I'm rolling.
I just want to make sure we have options. And you can just... Well... Yeah, I think I want a bit more backup before I do anything crazy, like try to run for some high cover and see what's going on over there. such low range. Can't even get to the wall.
Moving to designated position.
Gal. It's the opposite. He's a good little sprinter.
On my way.
Yeah, I might want to get some reloads in. There we go.
Reloaded.
She's good. She can go Overwatch. Yeah. Because I can go anywhere where there's high cover, and she can run in. But I still feel nervous about leaving her there. Oh yeah, and she got zapped too. She should, you know what? She should hang out with Gao and get healed. So if she ran to here and then Gao came here next time and healed her, that would probably be a good course of action. And Edwards. Where do I want to put you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first things first. Gao, you come here
Roger that.
and use one of your 4 medkit charges on healing up the squatty here. What's her name?
Come on, time to cowboy up.
What the hell was that?
Probably aliens. That'd be my first guess. Solovyova. I'm sure that's not the preferred pronunciation, but okay. There's probably bad guys right over here somewhere. So, like, for example, if she just runs to here, where did I see that? I don't know if it's showing me the cover. So this is not high cover. See, there's a spot. If she ran there, she should keep her mimetic skin. Now, one thing we can kind of cheat at is any spot that it won't let you move to that you think you might otherwise normally be able to might be occupied by an enemy. And if that's true, I'm not seeing a lot of spaces that we're not allowed to move to. That's down on the other level. Well, you know what? What are those spots that were definitely high cover? Let's run it here and see.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we didn't reveal anything. But we did see the enemy send a signal, so maybe they are over here. There's this other meld we lost. So it looks like it's, well, I can't say I'm 100% sure about over here. And you know what? Let's just find out.
On my way.
Okay. All these areas are clear. Let's start bringing guys up.
Headed there now.
So he's already gone. She has not.
Поехали.
Now, I think getting him here is probably better. Is everyone else taking their moves? Okay, Overwatch is done. Do I want to leave her there? Or should I bring her over to where everyone else is?
That's
Do
affirmative.
that. Okay. Where can she go to that's going to be high cover and give us a bit more information?
Stepping off.
So there's no one in that room at all. Interesting.
Affirmative.
When you love us.
Now anyone can come through doors. Like, I still want to do the move once in Overwatch because anyone can come through that door, this door. We want to be ready because there certainly are plenty more enemies on this map.
Got it covered.
I'm on the move.
Moving to designated coordinates.
I hate that. Well, I'm glad that didn't end up costing us, because I've done that before where I've tried to click on one spot and accidentally clicked on another level and had a soldier just dash right into enemies and get killed. And that is so frustrating that happens. Especially when you're playing kind of an honest man run like we are, where we're not going to revert back to previous saves to correct mistakes.
You hear that?
Oops, it's too high.
Double time.
This is where the mimetic skin is super useful. First of all, I'm going to leave him here and put him back on his sniper rifle. And then we'll slowly bring everyone else in.
Moving out.
Я пошла.
So yeah, I need to double check that I'm actually highlighting the tile I think I'm highlighting when I move a soldier. Because with the Gao, I think I was trying to click here, and then it interpreted to me as meaning that one down there. So yeah, as long as we're careful, we'll be okay. Although being careful is not my strong point.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now, I mean, we're fortunate that he didn't run to a nest of enemies, and also, sorry, rolled up too high. We're fortunate that he has quite a good range, so he can get back to where we want him without too much difficulty. Okay, still nothing. It's in the store. So I'm going to guess that there's some sort of alien commander or something in here. But what I don't know is whether there's any more enemies just like elsewhere on the ship. What I might do is run over here and open this door just to kind of have a look.
Heading there now.
Well, so what do we saw? We saw a cyber disc, and we saw 3 mutons. I feel like there's got to be more than that before we get to the boss of the level, so to speak.
Я в пути.
But, I mean, without any other evidence, I think we need to sort of make our way this way. I do find that clicking on enemies to be kind of buggy. Or not enemies, on your own soldiers to be able to just select them. I mean, it could be that issue of it thinking you're clicking on a totally different tile. Captain Edwards. Now, if he has a straight line, like if an enemy is right here, he'd be in a perfect position, but then he's kind of committing himself to a pretty narrow path. Ultimately, I think it'd be better for him to be like right at the door when we eventually make our way in. Now, if he runs here, could he do a regular move to there? I think he probably could. So slow. Okay.
Solid copy, Commander.
I just feel like I have to sprint him half the time just so he doesn't fall behind everyone else.
moving.
Okay, the rest of us can go on Overwatch. Yeah, there's definitely
I don't
guys in
think
here.
we are alone out here.
Should I dash her in, just so she can have a look around?
On the move.
Didn't reveal any enemies. Okay, let me have a look here again. Well, I guess if they're down here, she can't see them yet. So that should mean that we're relatively safe to approach this door. And I'm not sure if doing a short move and being able to overwatch with this pistol is really of any value, so maybe I'll just run him all the way over to here.
Yes, sir.
Поехали!
Let's get Zhang close.
Will do.
Who else hasn't moved yet? Gal. Can come up
Solid
here.
copy.
Okay, so now we know what spaces are available for her. Oops. Maybe it's
Target
up here.
confirmed. On our way.
Alright, everyone else, Overwatch. Okay. That's high cover, and I think she should be able to see over the edge.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh yeah, so two of these sectoid guys. I'm not going to shoot at them, I just want to investigate. Yeah, now they're pretty dangerous because they can do mind control stuff. Can't get a grenade down there. Almost. That's too bad. That'd be fun if you could. I don't want to shoot a rocket in here, and actually throwing a grenade in is actually not ideal either. Okay, so if he's a bit closer, you could probably chuck one down there. We have a bunch of soldiers with a running gun. So she could get down there for a running gun shot. Presumably she could too. And she's the third one here. So she came in, and as long as she was hugging this wall, they couldn't see her. So for example,
Position
can he
confirmed.
just come in like that, and then not be seen by them? And then further, can he chuck a grenade down here? I kind of want to blast these guys.
Frag out! I've got something over here. They have me flanked.
That's too bad he doesn't have a better shot. Well, might as well take it.
Missed the target.
Okay, so what do we have here? We've got one of them's over there. We can see him. Oh, and she can see both. So if she took that guy out, then we might be able to capture the other guy. So I think that first shot might have blown up his cover, which made the second shot more likely to hit. Now, oops. Yeah, go. If you come here, can you see this guy?
Roger that.
Oh, we can't do the capture with a running gun. Yeah, that's too bad. I think we're just gonna... I was trying to set up a capture, but it's not gonna work. And I don't want to let this guy have even a single move.
Есть, выполняю.
See, I'm not allowed to use the zappy zap. Oh, missed. Unbelievable.
Дерьмо.
All right.
Moving to firing
Good thing
position.
we have extra assaults.
On the move. Toasted.
Operational objectives completed.
Okay. Well, we managed one capture. It would have been nice to have been able to get these guys. Maybe I was a bit rushed, but I felt like it was a great opportunity to chuck a grenade in there and hit them both for 6. Because then that made it the case that pretty much any subsequent hit would take them out. And those guys are dangerous. If they mind controlling your soldiers, it can be bad news.
I'm relieved to hear our troops came back safely, Commander. Hopefully, they'll be able to recover more meld in the future.
We didn't get any promotions. She got at least 1 kill. So did Murakami. Well, in any case, they're getting closer. Oh, we got a new medal. So we did, in fact, capture a light plasma rifle and an alien grenade, which is good loot. Some corpses. Oops, scrolls too fast. We got a Muton captive, which I'm not sure does us any good, because I think we've already captured one of those guys. And a bunch of stuff. And we can sell all these things and maybe be able to buy ourselves a plasma rifle, plasma sniper rifle, maybe. And this alien surgery we can sell. So we didn't get any meld, but we got a lot of alloys and things, so that's good. Let's check out the situation room. Visit the grey market. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Stasis tank. No research value. We can sell that. We need to keep this. We can sell that. And some of these things. A couple of those things. And then I think everything else we've got is good. We want to keep that. Alright, 415. You know what? Actually, you know what? I have been totally neglecting our facilities. What are we doing here? So we're building this satellite nexus. And then after that, we might want to build another uplink just to be able to finish coverage of all of our nations that are part of the XCOM, whatever you call it. But what else do we need to build here? Oh yeah, the Foundry is pretty important. Yeah, that gives us some pretty good upgrades. Can we build it next to a workshop? We can, actually. Yeah, let's build a Foundry. And then we're going to need a regular satellite nexus there. What else do we need? Oh yeah, psionics lab. We need to build one of those things eventually. Now, where's the best place to build that? We may have gotten a benefit from being next to a laboratory. We can probably just stick it here. It's next to a generator and an alien containment, so might be safe. Psionics lab. Like, this is something we need to win the game, so we have to build one eventually. I was just trying to knock off some of these things before I committed to spending a ton of money on a plasma sniper rifle. Just because I've been kind of neglecting base development. So yeah, we got some things on the go now we can feel happy about. So what we're not going to spend some money on right now is a plasma sniper rifle. 207, and you know what? I think we might get a bit of a price benefit once we get that Foundry built too, because it counts as a workshop for adjacency bonuses, etc. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we can run the mission control and see if we get to heavy plasma. Let's scan. Oh, Exalt. Exalt has sabotaged and drained 50 credits from our cash reserves. The Exalt cell is exposed for now, but we'll go into hiding soon. So two things. One is, I believe that this is like a percentage of your cash. So if we hadn't just spent a bunch, we would have lost more, so that's a good thing. And second is, I forgot about Exalt. That's one of the key components of Enemy Within. So, covert operation in Argentina. So we know the Exalt base is not in Europe. Okay. I think that's because of the last mission we did. Okay. Now, one of our soldiers has the, Legotho has the, gunslinger, so that makes him a bit more useful if you can only carry a pistol. So I think we might send this guy.
Covert operative deployed to disrupt Exalt cell in Argentina.
And you know what? I totally forgot. I think we did have the opportunity to give him a utility item, and I just, well, I'm not sure.
Need help shifting that equipment around. Get some people down there ASAP.
But I have a feeling he could have, so I should have reviewed what he had. Presumably it was a sniper, or not a sniper, a scope. So that wouldn't be the worst. Okay, so we're done with this. Research hyperwave beacon. I guess we can do that next after heavy plasma. So in addition to manufacturing our own heavy plasmas, our soldiers should now be able to use any they recover in the battlefield. Oh yeah, that's right. So there are like elite mutons that carry these things, which is terrible because they do an immense amount of damage when they hit our soldiers. But we can potentially recover them and use them because we have a few heavies. So I'm definitely going to like manufacture one, but if we could capture a few more so we could save the cost of building like 2 or 3 of these things, that would be good. And also we have a new upgrade for our interceptors. Oh no, wait, this is for the mech. So I sort of decided, and I didn't mention this, I'm probably not going to build any mechs in this playthrough just because we're a bit behind development of them. And I find you sort of have to commit to either putting Meld into the genetics lab or a cybernetics lab. You can do both, but I feel sometimes it's better to sort of commit to one or the other, and I decided that I prefer to do gene modifications on my soldiers rather than, I don't know, amputate their arms and legs and stick them in a big metal suit, which seems bizarre to me. Okay, I guess we should research this, and though a new fighter craft is pretty important. But this is quick. We'll do the hyperwave thingy thing.
We've certainly had an influx of new developments recently. Well, the sectoid commander is an intriguing subject. I have to admit, this device has also captured my attention.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, maybe we should do some modifications. These guys already have some. Who doesn't have any? Bernadette doesn't have any. Solar options, muscle fiber, adaptive bone marrow. This one's really good. I sort of almost feel like all of our soldiers should have it. Decision made.
I'll have the selected volunteer sent to surgical prep immediately. Once the genetic modification is complete, I will notify you directly.
No, she's just supports or something else would be better for her. I'm not going to read through all these. Some of these I really like, and some of them I'm just kind of ambivalent about. You know, bone marrow.
Excellent. We'll begin prepping the candidate for surgery immediately. I will notify you when the genetic modification process is completed.
So I don't think I'm going to do any mods on lower rank soldiers, just because I don't want to invest the metal into them and maybe never actually use them. Now this, oh, that's the new heavy we got. All right, right off for you too.
Thank you, Commander. I'll have the volunteer prepped and ready for surgery shortly. I'll send word when the procedure is complete.
I really haven't been using the genetics lab enough. I really should be throwing soldiers in here that aren't crucially needed on upcoming missions. Okay, so what are you looking at here? We've got gene modifications coming up in 3 days, hyperwave in 4, foundry in 5, covert operative in 6, and then some more construction and stuff. So we're probably going to maybe not even get through any of these. I suspect a random encounter will be coming up soon. Aliens terrorizing Novgorod. Very difficult. Excellent. Well then, we will take care of that next time. Thank you for joining me for Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, episode 24. I hope you'll come back for episode 25 when we rescue the 4 citizens of Novgorod. Bye-bye.